storing up treasures in heaven, storing up treasures, making money. Imagine being young and thinking, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to figure out how to do that. I'm going to set these goals and save up money and being a big saver maybe. We can find ways to make a lot of money, to be rich and to be successful in this life. It's possible. Many people do it here in America, especially, where opportunities are there. But then maybe find conversion. Maybe find conversion and start to think of heavenly things, and then your desire for worldly things and riches and being a king and a millionaire kind of go away. You ever read the life of, or a conversion story of Jennifer Fulwiler? Her husband was a lawyer, and he was ascending the ladder and making more and more money and more influence. And then she found conversion by having a baby and loving her baby so much, saying, how can I have this much love and there be no God? She was an atheist. The love in her heart for her baby made her convert, saying, this is not by chance. And, long story, but she influenced her husband, and he sort of gave up his worldliness. Still a lawyer, still has to make a living, but when you find conversion, your desire for riches in this life definitely fade, because you realize that you want to put your stake in heavenly things, getting to heaven, and Jesus is even encouraging us to store up treasures in heaven, make more money for heaven. And how do we do that? Of course, we can do that. We can be incentivized by heavenly rewards. But more than that, of course, is our desire to do God's will and to please Him, to do what He wants us to do, and please God in everything we do, to love God more and more and more and more. While we do that, we will be amassing treasures in heaven by doing that. But ultimately, doing God's will, whatever it can be. But your ways of life too. I remember as a young man, even as an apostle in the friary, kind of weighing the world, weighing religious life, and which is the better thing. And there just wasn't any comparison. The goodness of religious life and imagine the time all day long in religious life, serving God, praying and working and seeking holiness and perfection, and doing good for others and finding ways to spread the gospel all day, all the time, all life long. Compare that with kind of I'm talking to lay people that don't mean to belittle what your vocation is, but you can see the time spent. Compare the two. And I think that when our Lord is saying here, the lamp of the body is the eye. If your eye is sound, your whole body will be filled with light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be in darkness. And how dark will the darkness be? I think our Lord is kind of focusing on here what our focus is on, God's will, with purity of intention, I'm doing this purely for the will of God, and this will in a way, abound to our glory in heaven. The more our mind and our heart and our sights are filled with God, and His will, and striving to advance Him in our life and in the world. So let us be spiritually greedy in this way, but greedy more in pleasing God and in making Him pleased. Misericordes